The truth will set you free, with Hector Melo.
Jesus of Nazareth is one of the most controversial characters, not only in religion, but in human history. His feats and teachings were really amazing, but not as amazing as his extraterrestrial origin. Today, we're going to study the extraterrestrial origins of Jesus of Nazareth. Stay tuned. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to The Truth Will Set You Free. Once you do that, now we are ready to proceed. Jesus is one of the greatest cosmic master teachers who unfortunately has been sadly misinterpreted or ignored by many. In one of his teachings, Jesus explains his true nature. He describes himself not as an erling man, but as a being of light. We find this text in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 77. Jesus said, "I am the light that is over all things. I am all, from me all came forth, and to me all attained. Split a piece of wood, I am there. Lift up the stone, and you will find me there." In the previous text, Jesus admits what kind of living creature he is, a being of light, a being created of light. Maybe he also try to highlight certain differences among other beings made of flesh and bones. Jesus knew humans worshipped and admired the extraterrestrial gods, but also noticed that humans were confusing them as divine entities. Jesus tried to explain to his disciples that the nature of the extraterrestrial gods is the same nature of an erling human. We read in the Bible, the book of John, chapter 10, verse 34. Jesus answered them, "Is it not written in your law, I said, you are gods?" Jesus first admits that within the traditional monotheistic dogma and the traditional religion's teachings, this principle is not included at all. But it's impressive to know that those gods of antiquity and us have the same nature and not divine. Remember that most of the content discussed on the Truth Will Set You Free channel are material taken from the book What Really Happened by Hector Melo. The same can be found by clicking on Hector Melo's book icon at the home page of this channel, or by clicking on the link found on the description of this video. What Really Happened recounts the secret history of humanity and reveals the true identity of the gods of antiquity. You may also find other books being written by this author, including his Anunnaki saga, Anunnaki the Creation, Anunnaki War of Gods, and Anunnaki the Rebellion. For these and more, please visit www.lulu.com. Jesus' kingdom is a physical place, and the same is described many times by Jesus himself. Jesus was clearly explaining that his home planet is a physical place and not just a spiritual realm. Now we read in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 3. "Rather, the Father's kingdom is within you, and it is outside you. When you know yourself, then you will be known, and you will understand that you are the children of the living Father. But if you do not know yourself, then you live in poverty, and you are the poverty." Certainly, Jesus' home planet is a reality, and ancient man knew about this place. Impressive, Jesus not only proves the world's its extraterrestrial origins, but also taught humans that he also belongs to such planet. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 49. Jesus said, "Congratulations to those who are alone and chosen, for you will find the kingdom, for you have come from it, and you will return there again." This text is sulfuric acid for many religious leaders because Jesus is very clear and precise, referring to spirituality and individualism as a sign for the chosen ones. If If you are a fan of the ancient astronauts, the unknown and mystery, you will love to take a look at some cool stuff made for you. Just visit the official Hector Melo shop. You may find there items based on those characters that we love. The Anunnaki, the Alpha Centaurians, the Zeta Reticulans, the Pleiadians, the Orions, the Olympians, the Shivarus, and more. Please visit www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Cool t-shirts, mugs, apparel, and more. www.cafepress.com/shop/Hector Melo. Jesus knew that early authorities will hide the truth from the population. Jesus noticed the manipulation behind. He realized that religious leaders were hiding mankind's extraterrestrial origins of human history and even covering up Jesus' own origin. Next, we read in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 6. His disciples asked him and said to him, "Do you want us to fast? How should we pray? Should we give to charity? What diet should we observe?" Jesus said, "Don't lie, and don't do what you hate, because all things are disclosed before heaven. After all, there is nothing hidden that will not be revealed, and there is nothing covered up that will remain undisclosed." If you show this text to a religious person, he will probably going to faint, because he will never believe that Jesus was against the religious people cover up. Jesus of Nazareth was definitely an extraterrestrial being, but the religious leaders and followers misinterpreted him as a divine entity and not as a revolutionary extraterrestrial. Now we read in the Bible, Gospel of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 34. "Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword." The real Jesus does not reflect the character shown by the monotheistic religion's dogma, since his ideals were quite different. Religious Jesus versus the real Jesus. Remember, subscribe to this channel, hit that button. Now we can continue. Jesus is an extraterrestrial that warned humans of an alien invasion. He was constantly announcing that the kingdom of heaven was coming near each time, since he knew his prediction will be accomplished no matter what. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 10. Jesus said, "I have cast fire upon the world, and look, I'm guarding it until it blazes." His teaching, his doctrine is not like many, as it is opposed to the interest of the religions and the world order system. Jesus explained to early humans about his planet of origin and also about his plan for rescuing humans as well. But he was acknowledged that religious leaders wanted to hide the truth regarding extraterrestrials. That is why he encouraged anyone to find the truth even against the authorities. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 2. Jesus said, "Those who seek shall not stop seeking until they find. When they find, they will be disturbed. When they are disturbed, they will marvel and will reign over all. And after they'll have reigned, they will rest." It's clear that Jesus is referring to knowing the truth about the hidden extraterrestrial facts. Remember to follow us on our social media: XCOM, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, TikTok, and Discord. Don't forget to follow. Jesus not only gave details of his home planet, but also recounted several stories with descriptions of these great feats, its extraterrestrial technology, and its advantages. We read now the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 22. Jesus saw some babies nursing. He said to his disciples, "These nursing babies are like those who entered the Father's kingdom." They say to him, "Then shall we enter the Father's kingdom as babies?" Jesus said to them, "When you make the two into one, and when you make the inner like the outer, and the outer like the inner, and the upper like the lower, and when you make male and female into a single one, so that the male will not be male nor the female be female. When you make eyes in place of an eye, a hand in a place of a hand, a foot in a place of a foot, an image in the place of an image, then you will enter the kingdom." The previous text was clearly referring to genetic manipulation. It was not talking about anything regarding spirituality or religion, but extraterrestrial science and technology. This extraterrestrial cosmic teacher warned humanity about the cover-up humans were experiencing on Earth. He explained that the knowledge concerning mankind's extraterrestrial origin was something the elites will always try to keep secret. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 39. Jesus said, "The Pharisees and the scholars have taken the keys of knowledge and have hidden them. They have not entered, nor have they allowed those who want to enter to do so. As for you, be as sly as snakes, as simple as doves." Hi, this is Hector. If you really want to help us to make this channel to grow, you may consider making a donation to the Truth Will Set You Free PayPal account, which is hmelo25@yahoo.com. Thank you. We really appreciate your contribution. Jesus explained to his disciples that the chosen ones are the people not only chosen for being rescued of a planetary catastrophe, but also are the chosen ones to understand the mystery behind extraterrestrial life and its reality. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 78. Jesus said, "Why have you come out to the countryside? To see reed shaken by the wind, and to see a person dressed in soft clothes, like your rulers and your powerful ones. They are dressed in soft clothes, and they cannot understand truth." Jesus was an extraterrestrial that not only contradicted Earth authorities and its religious leaders, but also attacked their dogma by supporting the idea of reincarnation. We read again in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 7. Jesus said, "Lucky is the lion that the human will eat, so the lion becomes human. And foul is the human that the lion will eat, and the lion will still become human." It is impressive that Jesus admits the reincarnation, including incarnation into a body of an animal. Following, Jesus will reveal an extraterrestrial secret for eternal life. Also describes a special tree located on his home planet for these purposes. Next, we read again the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 19. Jesus said, "Congratulations to the one who came into being before coming into being. If you become my disciples and pay attention to my sayings, these stones will serve you. For there are 5 trees in paradise for you. They do not change summer or winter, and their leaves do not fall. Whoever knows them will not taste death." Jesus warned aliens of an oncoming alien invasion and about the return of the creator gods, the Anunnaki. Finally, we'll leave the best for last. We read now in the Gospel of Thomas, chapter 21. He said, "They are like little children living in a field that is not theirs. When the owners of the field come, they will say, "Give us back our field." They take off their clothes in front of them in order to give it back to them, and they return their field to them. For this reason I say, if the owners of the house know that a thief is coming, they will be on guard before the thief arrives, and will not let the thief break into their house, their domain, and will steal their possessions. As for you, then be on guard against the system, the world. Prepare yourselves with great strength, so the robbers can find a way to get on you. For the trouble you expect will come. Let there be among you a person who understands. This text is too much explicit to contradict. This is referring to the Anunnaki returned for sure. Jesus came to earth to warn humans about the return of the creator gods, the Anunnaki. Probably he will also return alongside them. Please comment below. Thanks for watching The Truth Will Set You Free. See you next time.